Hi everyone, this is Evi Reddy from Easy to Learn and welcome to today's session on Introduction to Python. Now the main objective of today's session is to help you build a good fundamental knowledge in Python. Now it is always essential that you have a good fundamental knowledge if you wish to master any programming language. Now keeping that in mind, let us move forward and look at today's agenda. Now we will begin the session by first having an introduction to Python, and we will understand who uses Python in the industry and for what purpose. After that, we will be looking at some of the main features that Python has to offer. So let us move forward and have an introduction to Python. Now Python was created by Judo Rossum in 1989 and is one of the most easiest languages that you can pick up. Now Python follows an interpreted logic compared to the compiler logic. Apart from that, it is an object-oriented programming language as well as high-level programming language with dynamic semantics. Now you can see in the image below, Python follows both object-oriented programming style as well as procedural programming style. So I have my first question here. What is the difference between an interpreter and a compiler? Let me put in this way. In case if you are using an interpreter to check the errors in your code, so what happens is the interpreter reads every line individually, it reads one by one, and in case if it finds any error in one of the line, what it does, it stops processing it and it gives the user an indication that the line has an error. Now when you look at a compiler, then what happens is that the entire code is processed in one go and then you get the complete list of errors present. So I hope that it was clear. Now let us look at who uses Python in the industry. Here are some companies that make use of Python in different domains. When I say domain, again I refer to how Python is being used for various application development, various fields of interest again. So let me give you a better idea. So let us look at YouTube. Now YouTube is one of the most popular video sharing services present today. YouTube is largely written using Python. So there Python is being used as a scripting as well as programming language. Again when you look at Google, which is its parent company, it uses Python to improve its web search systems. So Python there helps you to get better search results as such. And if you see the another application is the Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi single board computer promotes Python as its educational language. Now if you look at organizations like NASA makes use of Python for its scientific programming tasks. So here again they will be using a Python program that can be used to perform very large scientific calculations. And another example is Dropbox. Dropbox storage service codes both its server and desktop client software primarily in Python. And if you look at another example, Netflix and Yelp have both documented the role of Python in their software infrastructures. So I hope with this you get an idea of how Python is widely being used in the industry today. Now moving forward, let us look at some of the features based on which Python is being used so widely across the industry. Now to start off, you can see Python is simple and easy to learn. Now the reason that Python is simple and easy to learn is mainly because it resembles the English language a lot, and when you check out the other programming languages compared to them, it's quite easy to read and write programs in Python. Now after that, Python is also a free and open source program and it follows FLOSS philosophy where you have free and open source software. So you can freely distribute as well as create and modify its source code. You may have different flavors of Python as well and you can use any of them and distribute them without any problems. Moving forward, then as may be aware of, Python is a high level programming language, and when we talk about high level, it basically means that you can write your code directly using English and Python will in turn convert it into low level machine language. So when we talk about low level language, It basically refers to the assembly level programming language. Now those are written usually in zeros and ones, but at any point if you make any mistake it becomes tedious. So through Python, what happens is you will be writing your program in a high level language, and then when you compile it, then it gets converted to low level language for machine to read and understand. After that, when we look at the portability of Python, Python is supported by most platforms present in the industry today. It could be a Linux platform, or it could be a Macintosh platform, or it could be even a Windows platform. Or let's say even your PlayStation supports Python. Now then, moving forward, Python supports extendability feature. Now when we talk about extendability in Python, you can completely integrate Java as well, .NET components. And if you wish, you can even invoke C and C++ libraries as well. So again, you can perform cross-language operations as well. So with this, Python is completely extendable to most popular languages. Now the final and perhaps the most important feature is Python supports different paradigms. Now again, when we refer to the programming paradigms, this is mainly referred to the two different styles of writing programs. You have the object oriented style and the other one procedural style. Now I hope you are clear with Python's feature.
Thanks for watching this video.